It is Saturday, February 28th. This is Jeff Davenport live, brought to you by the Ed Morse Automotive Group. Sierra Vista and Cochise County are backed by Morse. Today, Saturday the 28th, and tomorrow, Sunday, March 1st, the largest quilt show in all of Cochise County is happening right here at Buena High School. And that is why we are going to be taking a trip through the quilt show itself. When you walk in to Buena, you'll see some amazing familiar faces. People are getting set up as they're ready for today's show, going from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. and then Sunday, March 1st from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. right here at Buena High School. You can see all the details in the post description. Sewing machines for sale. You got familiar faces from Grateful Goods are here today as well. Good to see you. When you stop here for $7 to get inside, you'll come on up right here to the admissions. And guess what? Maybe you want to pay via a different way. Look at that QR code sitting right there. That's actually a quilted QR code, which is absolutely awesome. Walking in here is like coming to an art gallery to be able to see these outstanding quilts that are here at Buena High School. But there is one person who is our tour guide through the entire thing for the last 48 years. Well, the Hummingbird Stitchers Quilt Guild. What? You know, back when we were just in the kindergarten, you know?
Yes.
Debbie, I will let you hold this.
Oh, thank you.
And introduce yourself to everybody, Debbie.
Hi, I'm Debbie Gilmet, and I am a past president of the Hummingbird Stitchers Quilt Guild, and I'm currently the vice president. So we're ready to take you on a tour.
Madam Vice President, I think we shall roll. Now, I see the raffle basket out here.
It is.
What do we have for the raffle?
We're selling the raffle tickets over here. This is Katie, and she's in charge of our quilt. This is the quilt that we're doing this year, and I see it got a ribbon.
It did. Oh my goodness. And so as we walk around here at Buena High School, this is a sneak peek of what is to come.
Correct.
For you to stop by for $7. Come on in and let's take a look at the cafeteria turned art gallery.
Yeah, the first wall we have here is our blocks that we have all over town, our quilt blocks, and they are on display throughout town. We have a walk that we do. You can go on the Sierra Vista City website and find our quilt block trail.
And these are all the places where you'll find them?
That's all the places you'll find them.
My goodness, they're everywhere.
Almost every elementary school now has them. I believe they're at the Fry Cemetery. They're on many of the businesses.
It's wild. And then as you walk through, you'll end up seeing certain quilts that have the ribbons on them. They
Correct.
are the ones that were already awarded because the judging happened when?
It happened on Thursday.
Okay.
We had entered total of 206 quilts to the show, and we had about 96 of them judged. People can depend on what they want to do, whether they want to have them judged or whether they want to just display. So if you see a green card beside the quilt, that was a judged quilt. If you see a white card, that was just a display quilt.
Okay. Now, this one right here, first place. I see this first
Correct.
place. What about this? For those who maybe have an untrained eye like myself, what about this makes this a first place quilt?
Not only has it been pieced, but it's been paper pieced, which is all these little sharp points. It's really hard to put those together without paper. And the paper has a design on the back, and you sew it to where everything comes together very, very well. To get first place, you want to have all your points showing. You don't want to have like half cut off here. So all the points on this are very distinct.
And there's what, over a dozen of those points that
there's
are
a lot
across
of
this
them
one on this particular
And then the
quilt.
quilting on this was what we call custom quilting. So every section has been custom quilted. And that's what really sets it off as a first place quilt. And then you're looking at how well it was, if the quilt itself is square, and this one is very square when it's hanging, and if it lays flat. So you're looking at a lot of little details. The more intricate the work, the higher the placing when it comes to judging.
And again, because I love art, this is a piece of art.
It is.
You look at the different patterns that are just inside. I would see something new every time I look at it.
Absolutely.
And I think that is definitely worthy of a first place ribbon. So as we're walking through here, again, open today from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Tomorrow, Sunday, March 1st, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. here at Buena High School.
This section over here was our challenge quilt this year. We did follow the yellow brick road. So every single quilt had to have the yellow brick road fabric in it, and they had to connect. You can see how they connect in the lower third of the quilt. Each one connects to the next by one mean or another. Some of them are little roads.
That's
some of them are little ducks.
crazy.
and it goes all the way around,
That is wild.
connecting.
That is so much fun.
They're the only parameters we were given. We had to make a 12 by 18 quilt. It had to be quilted with 3 layers, and it had to have the yellow brick road in it. Other than that, everybody decides what they want to make.
That is absolutely amazing, Debbie. My goodness. Again, we're just taking a walk through here at Buena High School, turned into this incredible art gallery here today for the outstanding Hummingbird Stitchers Quilt Guild annual show. $7 gets you in the door to
That's
be able
right,
to
and
walk
free
around and see
parking.
this. Oh, yes, exactly. Absolutely free parking here.
And we will have
a
a vendor here today. Gunny's Barbecue will be here around noon for anybody that wants to have lunch while they're still here.
which is always a delicious source of lunch. So again, it will 15 years of challenges. What's going on here?
This is Susan Ritter. She is our featured quilter this year.
Hey, Susan.
She's been with the Guild for, I don't know, we want to say how many years. She's been our president at least 4 years. So she has donated tremendous amount of hours to our Guild and has kept us going through many different times.
Those
And
are
these
fantastic
are
pieces.
many of the quilts that we've done over the years for other challenges. Susan entered most of them.
No, these are all mine. And these two.
These are so all these that we're seeing, the 15 years, and then these right here on this table, they're yours.
They're mine. And the ones behind us, that's mine.
Oh my gosh.
I've got to keep finishing.
Okay, well, sure. Hurry. There's, you have plenty of time. I mean, my goodness.
We're very proud of Susan.
Without a doubt, I can see why.
And this is our photographer over here taking all of our pictures. This is John. He always takes pictures of our Guild, and it goes up on our website so that anyone that didn't make it to the show can take a look at the website.
Isn't it amazing that a quilt can have an actual design, not just a pattern, but a formal design.
They're artwork.
To be able to, yes,
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
are artwork.
To see something like that, like what John's looking at with the under the sea motif and the, gosh, just the individuality of every little stitch.
Yes, it's amazing what people can do with a needle and thread.
How is that fabric? I don't understand. I mean, that is so much
Well,
detail. Sorry, man, you're way
This
John?
one is done with wool fabric. And wool fabric doesn't fray like regular fabric.
Okay.
So
I know I'm
you
not allowed to
can-
touch. You have your gloves
I
on.
have my
so
gloves
I won't touch.
And you can see all the details that this person has put into this quilt. All this hand stitching around all these little places. And then it was beautifully custom quilted.
Definitely worthy, again, of another first place prize right there.
Absolutely. Yes, we make our own ribbons. We make all the little inserts on all of our ribbons.
I love that. And I was looking at this one right here. I mean, the way that you can set up, John's a big fan of redheads. So, I mean, so he attracted to this right away. But I mean, even the design here using, is this real chain?
They're
That's
real
like-
chain,
yeah.
real chain. And you can use anything to decorate a quilt with. Not every quilt is a bed quilt. A lot of quilts now are going towards art quilts. A lot of wall work, a lot of quilts that you can just display and
Because
really
these are
enjoy.
metal pieces that are a part
They
of
are
this.
metal
and there's
pieces.
plenty
Yep.
of them around here. And just being able to use all of that to blow my mind.
And this is another wool pieced quilt. Wool is
you can
easier
see
to handle.
Yeah, you can see the different.
Right.
And again,
Different
every
layers.
single piece, a different color, a different stitched to this quilt. That's just crazy.
You're only limited by your imagination.
And there is no limits here. The sky is the limit when it comes to
Later-
what these people can see.
Later
It's-
today, we'll have an appraiser over in this area on this
yeah,
side.
that's right.
And she'll be taking anyone's quilt that they want to bring in, and she'll appraise it. She'll write up a review on it, and
It'll be like Antiques Roadshow.
It is
where
kinda
people
like
come in
Antiques
And they can
Roadshow.
say, goodness, how much is
you bring
my
in
quilt worth?
You bring in a quilt, and you think, oh, this was Grandma's quilt. It's not worth anything, and she'll appraise it, and it'll be like a $2,000 quilt. You just have no idea until she appraises it.
Now, we talk about artwork. I'm going to come, John, I'm going to come over here.
This
Look at-
one
look
is
at this.
spectacular.
Look at that. That's a quilt. It looks like a photo.
This one's spectacular. This is done by one of our
This looks like the Grand Canyon.
members. Deb Deaton she is an artist. She teaches classes. She does artwork. She sells her pieces. She's quite well known in the area.
I mean, even the river that's coming through and then just back up so you can see the entire thing. It looks like a photo.
It does.
How on earth? I don't understand.
These are just little pieces of fabric being placed in a particular way, and then she quilts over the top of it.
That's nuts. That is wild. Again, just blowing me away here. And in addition to just being able to view these amazing quilts, people can buy panels and all sorts of fun
Correct.
stuff.
We have a boutique here that's set up, and we have quilts, we have table runners, we have helpers, we have patterns, we have fabric. Almost anything you would need when it comes to quilting, we have in our boutique, and it's all for sale.
Which is fantastic. And again, as you're walking through here, you're just seeing so many different colors, palettes, parts and pieces of art that are displayed for you. And you forget how big these are, too. I mean, these are some of these are massive.
We have got some really big quilts in here. A couple of them are over king size. Most of these right here are probably queen size.
Now, Debbie, the question is, did you end up submitting anything for this?
I did.
Okay.
I have 4 quilts in this year.
That's what I figured. I figured
And this
it'd be
is
more
my
than
first
one.
view, so I don't know if I won anything this year or not. So
Really?
I may be surprised.
We might get your actual reaction.
You might.
To this. Look
I
at
think
that.
this is an absolutely beautiful
What
one.
is
This is
going on
based
there?
on an artist.
That's an actual face.
And it's based on an artist's work, a very famous, I believe he's a Finnish artist, but I'm not really sure. It probably says in the description.
Yeah, and that's the cool part is you have the descriptions right here that people can come
Correct.
by and learn about not only who put it together, but where the inspiration came from for something like this. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's like a corn maze.
We can go down this row. This is row A.
You got it.
Row B. We're in row B now.
Well, look, we only have a limited amount of time. I mean,
I have to show you some of these.
Exactly. No, we need to see as many as possible before we got to run out of here. But this is, oh my goodness, the Christmas one right there.
That is hand embroidery, and then they put it together into a quilt.
And you bring that out for the season, that would just make.
Oh, it would be beautiful.
And
absolutely beautiful.
Are all of these for sale, or just?
Oh no,
these
no.
Are, these
Only
are
the
like,
ones that have a tag on them that say they're
that
for sale.
say for sale. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, this is really pretty.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting dizzy just looking at it. It's like,
This is the judge's
whoa.
choice. Yeah.
No.
She won the Judge's Choice Award. The one that's right behind us is an old quilt that one of our members who is recently deceased, she put it together from blocks that she had been given or had. And some of these probably date back to the 1800s. This is a crazy quilt.
So, I mean, even you almost see the, not wear and tear, but the time.
The time.
You see.
And you'll see it in the way they stitch them. You'll see some of the fabrics beginning to disintegrate.
Amazing.
So these blocks are very, very old.
Very delicate. Yeah.
Very delicate. This one is for sale.
Oh, yep, there's the price on it. Okay. So, again, just.
Now this is one of our bigger quilts here.
Yeah, this one is. Well, both of these are huge.
They're huge. They're big quilts.
I mean, people forget I'm 7.5 feet tall. So just imagine.
Gee, that makes me almost 6 foot.
Just every size, every style.
From the very smallest to very big ones, yes. This row has a lot of the big ones in it. We had a class early in the year, and it was putting pieces of fabric together, not necessarily making quilted pieces, but taking little tiny pieces and making designs out of them, and that's what these are right here.
Wow. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, there's another quilt with a QR code.
Yes, that is a big one.
I wonder what that goes. Yeah, that's.
It says something, I think it says on it what it is. A message for Thane. This was made for her grandson who is really into the Star Wars theme.
Oh.
And she made it for him. And if you were to actually look it up, I think it says something about Star Wars. I'm not real sure.
Hey, that's what you can do when you stop by through Buena High School today. My goodness, again, it's so large. You almost just can't even tell by seeing it on a screen. You need to come here and see it for yourself. That is why the Hummingbird Stitchers Quilt Guild has done this since, what year did you start actually doing these open
About
shows?
1990.
Okay, all right. So, I mean, we're talking 36 years
At least.
of doing this.
Yes.
And the guild has been around since...
since, well, 1978. Betty Merkel started the quilt show with a few ladies, and it's just continued.
It's beyond incredible. Again, it is like an art gallery walking
And you'll
through
see
here.
some of them are very modern. This is a very modern quilt, and this one's a very modern quilt. They're more open. They have not as much detail as far as the piecing goes. They have very fancy quilting, but not necessarily dense like an old-fashioned quilt.
And still an award winner.
And an award winner. And this one is stunning. This one has taken a lot of them.
My gosh. Yeah. Look at all these awards. Look at all those ribbons.
This is also done with wool.
Now, are many of these quilts, have they been made over the past year, or are these ones from people's collection?
It depends.
Okay.
A lot of them are made year to year. We have a quilt made. We make our quilts. But
Like
we
the ones
also
that you
have,
submitted, the ones that are here that you
okay,
did.
this is one of mine.
Oh,
This is a weather temperature quilt. So every day of the year in 2024 is depicted here. The wings.
Get outta here.
These are called flying geese. The wings are the cool of the night of the day, and the point is the warm of the day. And then I put little raindrops in
rain,
on days
on
we
the-
had rain.
so there's
And we had-
365 different.
Well, plus another.
Oh, Debbie.
And then we have a little star up there on the day that it snowed. Cool. So we have, and then I put the temperatures here so that you can actually see what temperature each color represents.
Is that Fahrenheit or Celsius, or do you have both?
If it's Celsius, we were really, really hot.
That is wild. Oh
Yeah,
my
that one took
gosh.
me basically 2 years because you have to have a full year of data before you can
True.
even start making
Yeah.
the silly thing.
Yeah.
This one behind you is Best of Show.
So again, so many award winners that are here, and are the judges? Are they?
We have one judge that comes down.
Okay, who comes down, so it's not a
Yes.
member of the
No,
guild.
no, we
Okay.
hire a judge that is certified, and they come to us and judge all day. Here's some really fun ones over here. These are the seasonal ones, the
Yeah.
Halloween ones.
Halloween theme. Look at that.
And we have some really talented members in our group, and they show it every year when they bring all their beautiful quilts in.
And, you know, for people who are into the, you know, the Dungeons and Dragons and the things
Absolutely
like that.
perfect.
John, you got to see this over here. Look at that. I know. Look at this. This is crazy. The detail. That is crazy.
That was a panel to start
Yeah,
with,
exactly.
so it was already pre-printed.
Because this isn't pieced out.
No, this is pre-printed,
Yeah.
and then everything else was added to it.
Unbelievable.
This is our memorial section of our members that are deceased, and we always put one up every year so that we know we can remember.
Yeah. Now you said the mayor is coming through, and he will
should
judge
be
as
here.
well, right?
Yes, he will. He picks. We give him the ribbon to put on one quilt, and it's called the Mayor's Choice Award. He did it for the first time last year, and I have to brag, I was the very first winner, so that made me feel good.
And he had no idea. I mean,
He had
he's
no
just
idea.
Yeah, he's
He
just
had no
picking.
idea.
And yeah, the geometric shapes that make it look 3D.
Aren't
I
they
mean,
crazy?
it looks like it's jumping off the quilt.
Right.
It looks like Hubert could actually jump down and do that. I don't know if you're familiar with that old video
Yes.
game.
Oh yes.
Hubert.
Oh yes.
You're too young. You're too young
Oh,
to know that
yes.
video game.
Thank you very much.
Again, you could spend hours here when you stop by, all for $7 walk on in. Gunny's Barbecue will be here on site. If you're still watching and tuning into this, make sure you share this with your friends and family and let them know the place to hang out today is the
This is an
Hummingbird
interesting
Stitchers
quilt.
Guild.
They take a piece of fabric and then they use a mirror and they cut, they call it stack and whack. And it's all cut from one piece of material. It just depends on how you turn it when you're cutting it. And you can see the leaves on the outside.
Yeah.
You can see them mimicked on the inside by the way they cut them.
It's like a kaleidoscope almost.
It's very
effect.
much like a kaleidoscope. Yeah, we call it stack and whack. Very technical term.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I mean, just.
You have ones that, like this one over here, this was colored with probably some type of an ink a pencil. They actually colored it in, and then they used some water to make it.
Oh, this is
flow.
like actual. It's coming like grass.
Yes,
coming off the.
this is a trim that they've added to it. But this is an interesting technique in that it's like a watercolor.
Adding so much texture to it. I mean, it's incredible. Again, to walk. And how many quilts are here? Do they have
We
the
have
number?
about 205, 206. The number keeps changing depending on if somebody doesn't make it here. So
I don't know how the mayor is going to choose his favorite.
it's going to be tough.
Yeah, I do not envy Cleo McCaw, our esteemed mayor of Sierra Vista, to be able to have to go through this and really figure out. There's going to be something that speaks to
His
him.
eye.
He
his
is
eye.
an artist. He
Yes.
is an artist himself. So I mean, as a musician and a creator,
His eye picks things out as he's walking through.
yeah, without a doubt. Very patriotic ones as well.
We're going to
And
probably see a lot of those this coming year because it's our
the 250th.
250.
That's right. Yeah.
So we'll probably start seeing a lot of very patriotic quilts.
And definitely at next year's show that people end up submitting for
Right.
the awards.
Yeah, there's some really fun quilts here today. The colors, the shapes, the sizes. This is an interesting one. It's really
With the
pretty with
flamingo?
the flamingos right in the middle. It's also a stack and whack. You can see all the flowers, and around it they were cut
Oh, I
probably
see.
from the
Right
same
in
piece
that,
of fabric.
In that kind of kaleidoscope format.
Right.
You can see this for yourself right here at Buena High School today and tomorrow, February 28th, and then Sunday, March 1st.
We even have quilted garments. So this is one that was done into a coat. They actually made all the little strips and then made it into a coat.
That is a coat of many colors for sure.
That
Look
is
at that.
truly a coat of many colors. Here's another one that's really fun to look at.
How many pieces are in this? I mean, that are put together. Hundreds.
And a lot of really fancy stitching. They were real popular back in the 1800s. It's called a crazy quilt.
And that is for sale. Again, there are certain quilts here.
And that's probably an older quilt. I can see by the fabric that it's not a current fabric. We can date our quilts by the type of fabric that's used, by the type of stitches that were used, by the way it was put together and the pattern. It's easy for an appraiser, especially, to date a quilt.
And you'll have one on site here to be able
will.
to look at your quilt. So if you have some quilts in your family that you would like to come and say, hey, I wonder if there's actually some value here other than obviously sentimental value or personal value. You can actually see if there's a monetary
Correct.
value associated
And a
with
side
it.
note on that is, if you were to lose all those quilts in a fire, an insurance company will only give you the money for a blanket. But if you have an appraisal that states that that was $3,000, you will get the value of the quilt. But if you don't have an appraisal, they will give you the value of a blanket.
Absolutely amazing. Debbie, you've done it again. I don't know how else to explain to people to see this for yourself with your own eyes. This is unbelievable. Congratulations again, Madam Vice President, on being able to put together another successful show. Thank you for letting us sneak peek in here. This is a very sneak peek. So.
It is. This is early. We don't open until 9 o'clock, and we're open today from 9 to 4, open tomorrow from 9 to 3. So get in here and enjoy this beautiful art show. I think that everyone that comes enjoys it. We have the little teeny people. We have a member that's only 7 years old.
What?
And we have them all the way into their 90s. So this is a craft that can cover many generations.
Well, and it's continued on for many generations, and you can be a part of that experience when you stop by Buena High School today here in Sierra Vista for the... Not how many years again?
48 years we've been a guild.
Yes, of the Hummingbird Stitchers Quilt Guild quilt show. It's absolutely incredible, Debbie. Thank you so much again for your time. Thanks for letting us stop by, and thank you for watching this episode of Jeff Davenport Live, brought to you by the Ed Morse Automotive Group. Sierra Vista and Cochise County are backed by Morse. This is the place to be, and you might want to, when people end up saying they want to buy a quilt, they just see you or someone here.
They take a tag and they go over to the boutique, and the boutique will make the transaction.
Will the quilt stay up through the entire show?
It will
though?
stay
okay,
up.
so they'll
And
come
then
back at the end of the show to
on Wednesday,
collect their purchase.
I'm way ahead of myself. On Sunday, they would come back in at the end of the show, and we will give them their quilts.
Perfect. So again, some of these are for sale, and if you would like to have one of these in your home, something that could be handed down from generation to generation. This is one of those amazing gifts that you can see. It's waiting for you right here at the Hummingbird Stitchers Quilt Show today, today. Now you got me all confused. Saturday, February 28th. Tomorrow, Sunday, March 1st. All the hours, all the information is in the post description. And check out the Hummingbird Stitchers Quilt Guild on their website. That is in the post description as well. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. Thanks for tagging all your friends and family who are crafters and quilters and creative people. And when the mayor gets here, he is going to have a tough job. Make sure you stop by and see which one the mayor picks, as he's going to be stopping by shortly. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. Have a great day, everybody. We will check in with you again later on.